Hey everyone, Prince Artemis here, and today I'm going to be talking about arguably one of my favorite classes I ever took back in the day. And basically, the class was home economics. Now, I loved the teacher there. She was amazing, and that class, it was fun for me. I actually really enjoyed it. But just remember, I was in this class in the 10th grade. And almost everyone else in that class was either really old-looking juniors or seniors. And dude, some of like the big dumb southern dudes with the beard and the glasses and everything, they would just say some of the most actually offensive crap. Like some girl, when we were going around asking what dishes we could make, this girl suggested something without any meat, and one of these dumb southern dudes was like, "If it ain't got no meat, it ain't worth making, you dumb vegan." You know, the teacher snaps at him and tells him to keep quiet or else he's gonna be sent to the office. And dude, he just has like this stoned out look. He's like, "Okay." You know, like he has resentment for the teacher for not standing with him. And you know, he gets pissed because almost no one wants to cook anything with meat because of cultural stuff. I had no problem with it. I made a really good vegetable stew with, you know, peas, carrots, all the works. It was really good.
Round 2.
But, you know, these guys would complain about everything. Like, why do I have to do it like this? I don't like this. This is stupid. You know, they complained about the cooking utensils they had to work with. They would complain about everything, even though this teacher was nice enough to let us play on our phone most of the time. Yeah, she was that nice, and she was awesome. Yeah, but the thing about it is, these were southern dudes who were making fun of people during the 2017 flood. Like, man, all those idiots shouldn't have lived there. It's flood danger, you know? Well, not everyone can afford housing like you, okay? But that's besides the point. Basically, what was even worse than that was, you know, him and a whole bunch, not him, but like this group of southern big guys. I never said anything, but man, they were just like, we should like go home to my house and kill some cats and skin them. They're vermin. And you know, everyone, like, I don't know why no one said anything to that, but I think some people would love to hear you talk about that, like the ASPCA, Animal Protection Services. They would love to hear you talking about shooting, killing, and skinning innocent cats. You know, that's the telltale signs of a psychopath. First you harm animals, and then you start harming people. Actually, I've heard a lot about how people hate cats and from where I live. It's disgusting, really, this type of shit they would talk about doing to cats. Absolutely disgusts me, some of the horrible shit people would say. But, you know, whatever. It's disgusting, but if anyone hurts my cat, I'd beat the shit out of them. That's what I'd do. Because my cat is like my daughter. I love her like I've never loved anything, because she's my responsibility, and I'm trying to be the best owner I can be. I'll do a video with her soon. I'm thinking about making her like the channel mascot. She has a very unique look to her, like with her fur pattern, so she's adorable. But you know, and you know, these were the typical like southern hunter dudes, like, "Dang, I killed the bug with my rifle." You know, like that. And I'm sorry if I'm being offensive, but that's actually what they talked about all the time. And if you were a guy and you said you weren't into hunting, this dude said he wasn't into hunting and he'd rather, you know, work in an office. And man, these southern hicks just start laying into him like, "You're a pussy, you ain't a real man. You gotta go out there and hunt, boy. You gotta at least do some vegan, boy." Like, I can understand if you like being southern, but when you want to insult other people for what they want to do, and you're like, "You should do what I do. It's better than what stupid shit you want to do." Oh my god. That class, I loved it, but man, the people in there could be dumb. And I'm not talking about anyone in my graduating year here. I'm talking about like when I was in 10th grade in the food part, you know? There was literally no one else in my grade in that class. I was the only sophomore in there, and it, you know, I felt out of place at times, but, you know. Hang on, my kitten's wanting out of her box. You can't come out of the box, sweet. Oh my god, she's trying to jump up out of the box. Stop it. Anyway, you know, I don't understand what the big deal was with cats anyway. Like, I don't like them on my property. Never understood it. Why would you hate cats? They're so cute, and they keep mice away. Granted, snakes do the same thing, but snakes aren't as cute as cats. Now, if we're gonna talk about people like this, there was one dude who dropped out of school. And he was, man, I don't know whatever happened to him, but he was like obsessed with hunting and fishing to the point where he could barely read, and he was in like 8th grade. Yeah, he dropped out in 8th grade. Really think about that. And you know, in 8th grade, you know, he was in our reading class, and the teacher would basically hand around a textbook and we'd each have to read a paragraph. But my god, whenever it was his turn, I shit you not, the entire class groaned because he could barely read, and he'd be like, that's soccer, dude. I'm like, oh, soccer ball is you know, I understand that that's a little mean, but seriously, he's in 8th grade, and he doesn't have any learning disabilities. I know that for a fact. He can learn really quick. It's just he refused to put in the effort to learn how to read. And plus, he was also really aggressive, too. I remember one time my cousin, who is also one of my informants, yeah, basically offered him a soda, and I guess this big southern dude was like pissed that he was offered a soda, so he took the soda out of my cousin's hands and just chucked it at a tree, and it exploded. Yeah, real nice. Someone offers you a drink, you chuck it. What kind of sense does that make?
Round 2.
I guess it made sense to him, because apparently he thought it was the funniest thing he'd ever seen. Like, look at that, it's spectacle. That was really rude, by the way. Just, when someone shows you kindness, don't throw it back in their face. That's all I'm saying. Just don't throw kindness back into someone's face. It's not the right thing to do. Of course, if we're talking about me here, very few people ever showed me kindness, and those that did ended up actually being my friends and close friends, you know, like that. Now, I was not the most popular kid, like kindergarten through 12th grade. I never really understood why. Maybe it was because I talked too much, because I didn't really understand how to make friends, because no one ever put in the damn effort to try and be my friend, except for those who actually did, and did become my friends, which I hold them dear and close, because they're the only friends I have. But most people, man, when we were younger, they would just make fun of all sorts of stupid shit. I want to make my own privatized video about this, because I feel like it actually really did psychologically affect me. 12 years of it. And the earlier years were even worse. Like, saying, "Ooh, you got a small wee-wee." You know, back then that actually hurt. You know, and then being bullied the anti-club. They'd use my name like the anti-Artemis Club, for example. You know, and they just have, like, entire meetings about how much they hate me, and they wanted me... I don't know how they were going to get me gone. They just didn't like me for some reason. I tried to be nice and talk about something, but they'd just say, "You're just obsessed with horror movies and video games, and oh, you're stupid. You're stupid. You don't even like Call of Duty."
You like Call of Duty. No, you don't like Call of Duty. You don't like Call of Duty at all. You like Legend of Zelda. Anyway, bye.